Welcome back to Ben's Garage. I have to get a bit close, don't know if you can hear me over the row of this engine. We're back on the TD6. We've got a bit of an unusual fault today. All the lights are switched off, but the main beam bulbs are on. When you switch the lights on, main beam's on all the time, but if you push it onto main beam goes off. If you put it onto main beam now, the main beam bulbs go off. Could you just do that for us, please, Tina? Tina's just going to put it onto main beam.
That's the lights on.
Yeah, switch the lights off.
That's off.
Yeah. Put it on main beam.
That's main beam.
Right, so that's with the main beam on, with all the lights switched off, and they go off. Alright, put it back on normal.
Okay.
And they're back on. So I'm going to get in the car, we're going to plug in the diagnostic thing and see if that throws anything up. We'll have a bit of a chat when we get in the car. So we've got the car running, the lights are off, main beam lights on. I'll put the action, if I switch it so the main beam goes on, it goes off. And if I flash, can you just see if they're going off when I flash it, Tina, please? Right. So with all the lights switched off and it in the dip position, main beam's on. So I'm going to plug in the diagnostic tool. I'm going to switch it off for a minute. We're going to plug in the iCar soft tool, see if that shines any light on the matter. Oh dear.
Oh God.
What?
They just get worse.
Right, I've got the iCar soft plugged in. Let's put some ignition on. Switch the blower off. Diagnostics. Land Rover. Loading. Range Rover. It's a... oh, wrong button. Let's do a smart scan for a start. System scanning. 20 out of 30 systems. We're nearly there. 27 out of 30. Right, so what we got here? Bosch, Siemens, ABS, instrumentation, air conditioning, air suspension, transfer box, memory seats, steering, body control. Let's have a look in there. Let's have a look for fault code, reading the fault codes. Oh, apparently my passenger door mirror has a horizontal potentiometer. Potentiometer defective. So thank you for that. Let's clear that. F2, okay, right, that's done. So no, it says nothing in that. Multifunction steering wheel, steering lock module, memory seats, parking aid, air suspension, air conditioning, instrumentation. Let's have a look in there. Let's read fault code memory. Instrument pack checksum incorrect. Chime T1 fault. No TXUI or U1 received from transfer box ECU. Right, so let's clear those faults. That's done. Right, so we've got ABS. No fault code found. No fault code found. This isn't looking good. Parking aid, memory seats. We've got a hardware failure on the RLS.
What's the RLS?
It was in the wipers.
Oh.
But these could all be old codes that I've not been into and cleared, because I've not been into any of these systems.
What was the ones you just read out?
They were faults that are stored in it, but not necessarily. So far, it's not looking good for the picking up a fault on the lights. No. Battery under voltage. Noise on actuator signal. Signal block shift error. Let's clear them. Right, so that's... Right, let me come back out of it and let's go for manual. Oh, it's just the same thing. It's all the different systems. We've got the engine, automatic transmission, ABS, steering angle sensor, instrumentation, air conditioner, air suspension, transfer box, immobilisation, fuel burning heater. I don't know if it's got one. Ah! Light check module. No, apparently it hasn't got one of those. Automatic headlights. I don't think it's got one of those. Yeah, link error. But it has got a left-hand xenon headlight. Oh, link error. If the vehicle is equipped with the control module, if the cable is connected, is the ignition keys on when it's on? So, right-hand xenon headlight. Link error, won't connect with that either. So digital sound processor, telephone. So, in conclusion, it's not picking up anything on the diagnostic tool. Yes, I've done a bit of research on the internet to see what sort of faults could be causing this little issue. A lot of it is pointing to the LCM, which is the light control module, which is down in on a UK car, which this one is. It's down in the door pillar, just down by where your feet go. They can go faulty, or they can if they get damp in them, they can cause issues. But now I'll let you into a little secret. When we was charging the car up, whether this might be coincidence, this fault, but it's only happened since we've had a little bit of a mishap the other day. A couple of videos back, I showed charging the Range Rover up, and I said we're going to leave it on trickle charge for a couple of hours, then crank up the charger for a little bit. I didn't have my glasses on. Not on that day, did I? And I couldn't see the switches on the charger. So I was thinking of the charger that I used to have, which had a minimum and a maximum, and you could change all the voltage on it and everything. This one, you can't do that. The only switches on it was power, on and off, charge, boost, 12 and 24 volts. So I said to Tina to go out and flick the charger up onto higher, and she switched it to 24 volts. Bit of confusion. Tina's switched it onto 24 volts. The car starts and runs perfectly. Everything works on it. The lights weren't switched on at the time, but I know these Range Rovers are a little bit funny with their electrics. What actually happened, the charger melted itself. All the fuses went in it. And the 12-24 volt switch actually melted. But the car starts, drives, all the suspension works, it changes gear and everything. So I'm not quite sure if this fault is anything to do with that, or if it's just a coincidence, and because the car's parked up a little bit, it could be getting a bit damp in there. So I'll let you guys tell me in the comments section what you think it might be. It has got the xenon headlights in it. When it's a little bit nicer weather, we'll come out, and when we've got all the tools out, we'll take the LCM light control module out, and I'll take it in, have a look at it. It might be damp. If it is, we'll take it indoors, dry it out on the radiator, and see if that fixes it. If I don't think it's the switch or anything like that, it's all pointing towards the LCM. It doesn't show up anything on the diagnostic machine. I don't know why, because it has got xenon headlights in it, and they all work fine and everything. That's how the car came.
You need to update the machine.
What?
So does the machine need an update?
No, it just said it wasn't linking or something. I will actually. I'm going to take the diagnostic tool in and see if there is an update for it, because it's all updatable online. You have to do it on a PC. You can't do it on a Mac. It doesn't support Macs, but luckily we've got the laptop, so I'm going to take that in, update the diagnostic machine, see if it will connect up to the xenon headlight side of things, and yeah, so let us know in the comments what you think it might be. It'll be another video now when I take this LCM module off, but we're not using the car of a night time, you know, and if we did get caught out, we've got lights. Just means we might be dazzling people, but it's going to be very rare that we ever went out in this car of a night time. So we're not too desperately worried about getting it fixed straight away, but I'll do another video when we take the LCM off. But this is another fault. Tina struck the car up. It fired up first time today, and she parked it over in the field, and there was no lights on. I thought, the car's reset itself or something. But the headlight switch was in the main beam position, so when it's like that, the lights are all off anyway. Who knows? But we'll keep you posted, and we'll see if we can get to the bottom of it. So yeah, if you like this video, please click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and from me, and the Hobbit out there, taking a seat. Oh, where you going? It's bye for now.